Alright guys, so here we are today. I'm going to be doing some Predecessor overview for my good boy Secundez, old homie from back in the day, 2009, 8 I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, my guy. We've been through the trenches. We've seen things. We owe student loans together. So I'm just going to make this quick video to kind of try to help new players to MOBAs in general, because I'm also new to a MOBA. So, a few key things to know is this game is primarily competitive at the moment. You do have a AI mode. It's not good for learning. I would not recommend it. I would recommend trying to just throw yourself into it. Watching videos, learning things about exactly what a MOBA entails and what you need to do. A good thing about this game is a lot of MOBAs in general have the same type of dynamic and same type of idea and what you're supposed to do. It differs here and there, but I'm going to go over a quick thing about the heroes. So in Predecessor, for sure, there's a bunch of heroes. Excuse me. You start on your all tab. So if you look here, this is your offensive lane tab. So offensive lane is going to be your lane that has the green buff. And usually I believe that is the lane. Actually, I can't say that because I'm not sure which lane it is in most MOBAs, but I know in this MOBA it is the lane with the green buff. So you're going to want to look at the characters in the offensive lane and understand what each of them do and understand the differences they give. Now, you will notice that some of these characters are featured in other roles as mid lane, carry, sometimes jungle, as well. Support still can be support, so that's crazy. So you can do these different, and what determines how effective your character is going to be is the itemization. Now that's not something I'm going to be able to go into, but I can tell you off the top of my head, Feng Mao and Greystone and Grux can all be all jungle as well. Maybe Quang as well. I haven't got to play with him. I do know Steel and Crunch can be. Well, I know Steel can be support. I'm not sure where Crunch and Shinbi lies. But the cool thing is, if you look at these emblems right here, this is off lane. This next one is mid lane. So you see nothing here shares with off lane. And that's usually because off lane is going to want to be able to be a little bit more tanky. Whereas mid lane, you're going to be wanting to rotate lanes and change what you're doing depending on the stage of combat. That's why it's a little bit more of a mid tier lane to choose off the gate. So next, I believe we have jungle. So the point of jungle is to essentially gather buffs for the team and to rotate when they need. So your knowledge that you need to have is that you need to know what buffs to hit and when. Now, that's something I can't give you, but I will try to link into the videos about different creators that do touch on jungle, offense, all the roles. I'm going to try to link everything afterwards. Um, so yeah, you really just want to be kind of just all over the place, getting buffs for your team. Buffs are the big deal, like your Fang Tooth. Fang Tooth hits, I believe, at 8 minutes. I could be wrong, could be 12. And then you got Prime Mini and Prime Orb. Again, you're going to want to look into a more in depth video about Predecessor and jungling. So that's what I can give you. All these heroes are really going to be fast. They're going to be strong. They're going to have good crowd control. Crowd control is going to be things like stun, mobilize. Certain games it would be freeze. Anything that disrupts the enemy's movements or abilities. Think of it like that. So next we have, I believe, yeah. Next is support. So support is unique because if you're worried about how many kills you get and how many all those things you do, support's not going to be for you because support is literally you're supporting your carry. And I'll try to touch on carry here in a second, but so supports, the big thing is you want to just help your carry get to the point to where they're strong enough to dominate the entire um, ADS and support lane. So the thing is you don't want to be getting too many minion kills. You don't want to be getting too many kills early on enemies. You just want to be keeping your carry alive, helping them level up and get gold. And eventually, you will be boosted to the point to where you're strong enough to assist in team fights. And ideally, as a support, you want to end with a higher assist ratio than a kill ratio. So if you're a killmonger that is searching for the high kill ratio, support's not going to be for you typically. Support's going to be a lot of healing, a lot of crowd control, a lot of disruption, a lot of buffing of your team, like giving them stats. Phase is my favorite Um, beginner support. I don't think she's great long term. I haven't messed with a lot of the others. And then your last lane is going to be your carry lane. So, like I said, your carry lane, you are responsible to be as strong as possible, I gather. And you want to be the most beneficial in team battles, too, as well. When team battles hit, that's the most important time of the game. Because once you can push momentum and get your opponent's team wiped, you're going to have full opportunity to push at the towers, to push at jungle. So anything you need to do. So that's a quick overview about the characters and the lanes. I know I'm missing a good bit of things. This is one of my first solo content creation videos. I'm going to be known as the Meatball. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Secundez. Please follow him on Twitch and YouTube. He goes by Secundez. I will link it in the comments below. But definitely give my guy some love. Yo, take care and be killing those towers, my dudes.